What if we're all partially right about capitalism? Capitalism is the most powerful prosperity-generating force ever known. Capitalism is the most extractive force ever known. It has lifted billions of people out of poverty, expanded access to food and literacy, and effectively created our modern world. It has extinct hundreds of species and decimated countless traditional cultures, extracting resources faster than anything that came before. The market is genius at driving innovation. It gives us the economic freedom to buy, sell, and compete in ways that make society better off. How can you call it economic freedom when the most affordable food is diabetes-inducing junk? How can it be genius when life-saving drugs aren't fast-tracked because they don't generate enough profit? Listen, if you want to grow the pie, the name of the game is capitalism. A bigger pie is meaningless if it's only enjoyed by the few. The game of capitalism is rigged. So, what's the alternative? Would you want the government managing our food supply or setting drug prices? Sure, capitalism has its problems, but it solves them through innovation, and it's the best game we've ever known. Yeah, but innovation can cause more problems. There's a paradox where innovations in energy efficiency often make us use more total energy, which is a problem if that energy isn't clean. Critiquing capitalism doesn't mean advocating for socialism or communism. What it means is just getting real about the fatal flaw of unchecked capitalism. In its pursuit of profit, it fails to fully account for its costs. We have an existential crisis on our hands when arms races are counted as economic growth. A tree is worth more dead than alive, and people are worth more outraged and addicted than conscious and free. An economic system that doesn't fully account for its costs eventually self-destructs. The game of unchecked capitalism is destroying the entire playing field. We love to pit capitalism against socialism and communism, but most modern economies are mixed. They combine the decentralized intelligence of the market with the stabilizing force of the state. But ultimately, capitalism, socialism, and communism share the same fatal flaw. They all prioritize one metric at the expense of others. Socialism and communism prioritize equality at the expense of freedom, efficiency, and innovation. Capitalism prioritizes profit at the expense of equality and sustainability. Capitalism has created the most overall winning, but if it keeps deferring costs to the future, it risks our capacity to keep playing anything at all. So, capitalism, let me tell it to you straight. You are the most extraordinary engine of economic growth we've ever seen, and your benefits have not come for free. It's not that you're evil, just partially blind. You were designed to maximize profit and externalize your costs. Your costs have always been high, but now they're globally existential, which means it's time to change the game. And now we can increasingly change the game thanks to the capabilities you enabled us to build, like closed-loop production systems and platforms for decentralized coordination. In other words, you have brought us to a terrifying and miraculous point at which humanity must change and is newly able to change. Perhaps our next economic system, which is just the next one, can take the best bits of capitalism and evolve beyond it. Perhaps we can replace the fiduciary duty to maximize short-term profit with a broader duty to account for everything we value, profit as well as fairness, fresh water, and so on. And for sure, we can integrate our different perspectives to see capitalism, and ultimately reality, with greater depth. In that spirit, what if we're all partially right about gender? Faces of X is a series brought to you by Synthesis Media. Watch the full series at facesofx.org.